Now, I want to show you a video clip, and I warn you, it is extremely disturbing. It is from a school in Chicago where there was a fight between rival gangs. There were no knives, no guns, only punches and kicks and wooden railroad ties. Darren Albert, 16 years old, one of the 4 students severely beaten in the melee. He was hit in the head with a railroad tie. As he lay on the ground, dazed and confused, gangbangers began stomping on and punching Albert before running away. Please, if you have kids, please have them leave the room for about 60 seconds or click over to another channel and come back to us in a few minutes. Here's what we have. Darren Albert, he was an honor student. He was not part of either gang. According to witnesses, he was just trying to help a friend and got caught in the crosshairs. He was, as you can see in the video, whacked in the head with a railroad tie. As he lay on the ground, he was repeatedly punched and kicked, and then hit with a railroad tie again. He died. As I watched that video, I thought to myself, what has happened to us? How have we come to a place where the value on human life is so incredibly low? Is it capitalism that has failed here? Is it the greedy, evil corporations? Is it because there's no cap and trade, no health care, not enough social justice? Is it because of the Republicans? Or is it because of them Democrats? Or is it the fact that just like some of our new money doesn't say now, God is no longer trusted in America. Instead of God being held up, He's being taken down.
Recently, an atheist sign poster near a nativity scene in the state capitol was stolen. Now the anti-religion group is fighting to replace it with a sign that reads, "Thou shalt not steal."
Oh yeah, you're an atheist, but let's use one of the 10 Commandments to prove our point. Joining us now is Michelle Malkin, syndicated columnist and Fox News contributor. All right, Michelle, you and I are of the same vein on this whole thing. I'm just so enraged by all these atheist displays and trying to push Jesus to the back seat on Christmas Day. Your thoughts on this?
I'm starting to get Christmas wars fatigue. I don't know about you guys, but every year now for the last 5 or 6 years we've seen these outbursts and these tantrums from people who can't just leave well enough alone and let people enjoy the good cheer of the season. And I think this is really a result of identity politics run amok. Now atheists need their 15 minutes of fame. And, you know, I will not be surprised when we have the next trend, which is these atheists, you know, claiming somehow that they're so indispensable that we need a day without atheists. And I have to say, some of my best friends are atheists, but I think probably the best thing we can do is, I would advise some of the people of faith who are watching this happen in their towns and cities across the country, not to go stealing their signs. You know, let them make fools of themselves in the public square and say a prayer for them.
Yeah, but Michelle, if you let them do that, then over time they will have the control. That's my point. If you don't stand up and fight for it, it might just disappear. I'm talking about Christianity.
Yeah, that's true. But I think there's also, you know, an alternate view, which is you treat these people like trolls, and that's a phenomenon on the internet where you have people who are simply just attention seekers who are trying to undermine civility and undermine peace. And if you give them attention, it just emboldens them even more.
So wait a second. Are you going to take your own pledge, swear on a stack of Bibles that you will not give them attention anymore? You think you're going to ignore the atheist movement?
Well, well, with this phenomenon in particular, and I actually have not blogged this latest spate of all these atheist things and the outburst in Washington, for example. I think making fun of them too and mockery is probably the second best solution. And